We're back. It's time for more of this nonsense. Last time we did Grimscar, we gambled and won, which was great. Followers of the Forsaken Gods. Okay. You could also do Monastery of the Holy Flame, Dry Lands, or we could just go for the Lead Seal right now. I kind of want to just go for it. See if we can't get to the next tier early. Because, I mean, look at all this. We got 18 years left. That's 2, maybe 3 settlements. Or I could just do it now. You know what? I'm just going to do it now. Screw it. Let's go for it. Alright, so it has to start with lead, since this is the lead seal. So, let's see. Bridge, Wick, or Ville are the endings that I got on my randomization. Let's go with Leadenwick. Okay. So, we're doing a lead seal. What do we want here? First off, what do we have in terms of materials? We got berries. Okay. Mushrooms. So herbalist camps are going to be fairly useful. And if that's the case, it'd be good to have harpies. We could go... Let's see, it's clay. We got meat trees. Sea marrow. Sea marrow and clay, so frogs could help. Especially if we have clay. That's an easy source of bricks. We got reeds as well. Yeah, clay and copper. I kind of want to go, since we have meat in 2 different forms and we have insects, I kind of want to do lizard harpy here. Ideally, I'd like to have bats, but because we just unlocked bats, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I forgot to upgrade. Let me upgrade real quick. Upgrades. We only really have enough for 1 upgrade here, so... Harpy house. Another embark point. Another embark point might not be a bad idea. Yeah, let's grab that. Okay. Don't click on home. Alright. Let's get back to this. Yeah, let's go with the harpy lizards. And let's go with... We're already going to have clay, so we might as well get that started. We could go with extra villagers to start, get some extra wood because of that. Eggs, meat, and coal. Yeah, let's do that. This is a terrible mistake, but we'll go for it. Alright. So, yeah, same thing. Overgrown vegetation, beacon tower. Creeping shadows. So discovering glades during storms is bad. Swarms. Okay, so we need housing. Early housing. Complex food. And then distracted services. Okay. Man, those are some early forest mysteries in this game. That's rough. Okay. Let's get a forager's camp for this. Get a fishing camp here. Oh, we got frogs anyway. Okay, that works. We do need to get a frog house up and running soon. So we need to get bricks built. And get bricks made. Do I want to build a post yet? It might not be a bad idea to stock up on some of this stuff, just because we may need it for one of our seals. Yeah, I think we do. Okay, so we need bricks. So let's get you on bricks. Early newcomers is probably good. We're going to have to deal with housing problems early doing that, but I mean, we should be fine. Yeah, I kind of want to bump these to 20 and make them whenever we can. I'm not going to force it now, but that's something to definitely keep an eye on. Let's get a woodcutter's camp ready. I need to cut into 2 glades, so we'll do this one and this one, I guess. Oh, that's kind of set pretty deep back. Maybe these two. These two might be enough to get what we need. So we'll set this here. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Grab that section of trees there. That'll open up both of those, hopefully before the storm. Then we have 2 harpies to build houses. Okay. Trapper's camp. There's 2 different things we need to trap, so we'll grab that real quick. There is copper on this map, so the stamping mill would probably be best here. And then we don't really have much use for the forager's camp. If I remember correctly, it's only roots. Yeah, it's only roots. Trying to remember. It's the herbalist camp that we have 2 things for, the berries and the mushrooms. Early reroll. I just hate doing that, but in this case it might be useful. Herb garden might not be bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Herbs can be used for a lot of stuff, so. And we've got an average amount of soil. We just don't have farmers. That's the only real downside. Oh, man. Debating whether to take the ranch or the herb garden. We don't really have a good source for anything that the ranch would use. So I'll take the herb garden. Hopefully we can get an early farm up and running. Okay, let's go. If I can get bricks started, this will get me 10 bricks. Yeah, 10 bricks. That'll get me 1 house for the frogs, and then I can use some of them on a stamping mill too. So that could be useful. Yeah, let's get this down, even though it's not going to be able to be built yet. So here, That'll start the houses, and then we need 3 houses. 1, 2, 3. That'll get us housing. We're not going to start that yet. I just don't have the resources to really take advantage of that right now, so we'll wait on that. Oh, there's our cornerstone. Whoa. Metallurgic proficiency might be good here, because we've got copper, and we can make crystallized dew if we get the herbs up and running. Yeah, let me grab that. That might not be a bad idea. Try to really focus on like tools and stuff. Alright, let's get some paths started here and here and here. Okay, orders are in. What do we got? 3 packs of crops, or complete a trade route of multiplier 2. Reward-wise, I honestly like the packs of crops better. Dangerous glade events we're going to be doing anyway. And then complete 4 trade routes or 2 routes of multiplier 2. Let's do that one. Okay. So we need to get trade routes going quickly. Okay. So it looks like it's going to be this one up here. That's funny. So I do need to go up here. Hey, we got clay and we've got a farmland already. So that's nice. Get farmland going early. This path over here. I'm gonna do this for the path. Whoop. Don't need that one. That way I can put the stone cutter right there. Alright. Stone cutter right, yeah. Then this can be used to make salt, or we could just pick up the crystallized dew and pipes, which is what I'd basically be using that for anyway. That's nice. Yes, it looks like both of those are pointing here, so that's the glade we need. Oh, we got more clay and another one of these, and this is copper. Okay, that one would be better to actually fix, I think. Get the copper done. Okay, so we need to now shift our focus up here. See if we can't get to that dangerous glade sooner rather than later. I can put a path back here, so do that, because we will need a path down here. We'll spread it out this way, I think. It's going to be the best way to do that. Oh, how am I going to deal with... You know what? I'm going to move this over here, because we do have some clay down here as well. Wish I could put it right there. That would get all 6. We'll just put it right there and mess with it later, because we do need the farm herb garden to go right there. And I gotta remember to turn these off of cutting into glades before storm. Because we do not want glades to be revealed during a storm at all. Alright, getting the farmland up. We are out of clay. Basically, once I hear the lightning strike, that signifies storm's coming. I should automatically just avoid glades. Alright, everybody's houses are up. That's going to change, obviously, in about 10 seconds, but for now. Let me go ahead and get the stamping mill built. Put it here. Try to build specifically so that when this pops, it's all kind of clustered together, easier for the mine to pick up. There's our newcomers. Yeah, let's grab 2 frogs. We'll need another frog house. But more importantly, get a frog on stone cutting, so they produce double stone. This is room for decorations on the side here. There we go. Little pipe decoration right there. Alright, then we can get you two. I heard the thunder, so avoid glades. I just need to get into that habit. Oh, we're out of planks. Uh-oh. Planks, please. Oh yeah, 47. Okay, plague and mosquitoes. Okay, production's slower. That's fine. Let's go ahead and get a path back this way. This is the one we just want to break. Harpies will do what they can. They're not going to farm very efficiently, but we'll at least get some farm out of them, which is good. I'm a little worried about how small that farm is, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, we'll need this on bricks as soon as it pops on. all going to be housing over here. Should get another frog house dropped in. Well, yeah, that already has its bricks, so we don't have to worry about that. It just needs the... Okay. Oh, cool. They got all of the land fertilized. Good. Good deal. Alright, go for it, boys. And girls. And lizards of all kinds. Alright, cornerstone. That's not useful if I'm not trying to... Dang it. Yeah, no, that's terrible. Honestly, I don't mind this. Yeah, let's do that. Speaking of which, we need to get the trading post up. Boy, we are cramped in here, aren't we? Yeah, we're pretty cramped in here. Let's drop that there. So we can get trading post stuff started. We'll need the packs of provisions up and running. There we go. Might as well do packs of crops as well, but we are low on food already. Okay, well, we got this. Okay, that's not terrible. I'm gonna wait for them to clear out the trees there. Oh, good. We have a, producer there. Should be getting... Oh, 3 minutes, okay. Let's see here. What do we got? What do we got where? I'll take one of you. Have you build a couple things. Alright, Frog House should be going up here soon. Here so we can get this open. Another order coming in. I don't like the sacrifice one. That's probably going to be the easier of the two. Harpy Resolve is tough. Yeah, let me do sacrificing. I hate that, but maybe the easier one to do. And then luxury goods. Both of these are awful too. I'll do the luxury goods. Point me in a direction. Luxury goods are usually involved in something with the seal anyway, so getting a focus on that isn't a bad idea. Oh, nice. That's actually really cool. So I do want to do trade routes. Okay. Should have looked at that earlier. Oops. What are we looking at? We got a lot of clay. We've got a decent amount of roots, which is good. So using them for the pack of crops isn't a terrible idea, all things considered. I should use the meat for provisions, because I'm getting meat from trees. packs of building materials. Probably bricks. The building materials would be the most efficient use of that. Yeah. Lizard and harpies is probably the way to go there. I just need to build one house and then they'll be set. And get you on packs of crops. Got more builders. Can we pop this open? We can. Let me go ahead and pop this. So we can get them pipes from that. Let's set these to their base for now. I don't want to go completely crazy on these. Alright, what are we looking at for trade routes? We need 2 of multiplier 2. So we could do the eggs. Can't do much else right now. Both working on getting that popped. Once they get that popped, I'm going to move one of them over to get this. Well, let's wait on the abandoned cache, because sometimes the seal uses the abandoned caches. It might be good to hang on to that for future use. What do we got here? Okay, we have enough people. I just don't have a whole lot of room to put decorations right now. Let's at least put the park in. The garden can wait, because the garden needs planks anyway. So I can wait on the garden. Once we get this popped open, I do need to find a place for the woodcutter. Maybe have them work on this section for a bit. Open this up so that I have more room for the ancient hearth. That might not be a bad idea. Alright, we've got a regular source of herbs and roots now, so that's good. Even more reason to use the roots as packs of crops. We do not need this making bricks anymore because we have the stamping mill, so turn that off. We don't really have a good way to make fabric at the moment. We will once this pond is done. That is going to be, 60 pieces of algae. So that'll be nice. Move this over to here, make it easier for the cutters to get through. Yeah, we're already getting bricks taken care of here. So that's good. Oh, we can send trade routes here. Let's send this. That'll be one of our 2 trade multiplier 2s. And we need to send 3 trade routes? Yeah, 3 trade routes to get traders. So we'll get that in a bit. Moving the microphone just a smidge closer to my face here. Still adjusting my microphone. I got my microphone fixed from last week, which was good. But I've been trying to make some adjustments since, so bear with me for a few videos while I get that all figured out. I could send another. I don't have enough for 2. I could just send 1 though, because I do need 3 total before traders start coming. So switch that to avoid glades. We do not want a glade to be discovered at the moment. And again, we want to make sure, yeah, we're not using bags of crops as bait. Malady. Longer rests and consume food. Twice as much food. That's not great. We're already low on food. We have roots, so it's not a huge loss, but, you know, it's never good to double consume food. Let's do that. Alright, and then we get packs of trade goods. That also gets us tools. But porridge. Oh, we can use herbs for porridge. Yeah. Porridge might be the way to go. Frogs love porridge. Okay. Man, but I might need the trade goods, you know. Let's go with the porridge. Complex foods is one of the things we need anyway, so that could be beneficial in the long run. We don't have a good place to put it right now is the only problem. So we'll wait on that. Do we have a 2 multiplier we can send? No, we're 1 short on that, and nothing else is active. Okay. Well, if we can get another sea marrow, then yeah, we'll be good. We just need another sea marrow if we can get it. I'll check right before storm ends to see if we have it. If not, I'll just wait for the next trade routes. Alright, algae pond is done, so that's getting emptied. So we could start making fiber if we wanted. We did not get another sea marrow. That's wild. Any of these others? Nope. Okay. Wait to see what we get on the next one. Newcomers. More goods. Yes, let's do that. Can I build a garden yet? I can. Alright, let's slap a garden down then. Get that level up again. Yeah, let's do that. We just need 1 house for the harpy. What do we got in here? Ah, we don't have enough provisions. Boo. That would be a good one to send, but we are short on provisions. Let's slap another one of you in here. We have herbs, so let's do that. sure that you can fell all trees so we can get this glade opened. We don't have any oil, do we? I don't think so. Yeah, no. We have coal. But the coal, the oil and coal, we could do that later. That does not need to be done now. I mean, the benefit is... what? I mean, it could be useful, but I'm not going to push it. Nah, we don't have enough herbs now. We do have this, though, so I'll go ahead and sell that, and that'll get us our third. Okay. Let's take stock here. We have the Blightrock Cauldron. We don't have any Purging Fire. Hey, look, I called them both. Unfortunately, they're both on the same thing. So I need to make 12 of each. That's probably going to be easier than the caches, because I think I only have one cache, right? Yeah, I only have one cache. So let's go ahead and bump each of these to 12. And focus on that. Let's do both of those. And then just keep doing roots, I think, is going to be the best option there. Because I can make roots. As for over here, we have this Blightrock Cauldron. We do not have any Purging Fire currently. Can I build a Blight Post? I can. So let's do that. Let's make that high priority. And, oh, heck yes. We'll do that. And coal. Yeah, let's go for it. We got more farmland up here, which is good. We have a source of water, which is nice. But yeah, this needs to get done ASAP. So we'll focus on the Heart of Amber. Next plague is Darkness. Storm is 100% longer. Okay. That will be fine. Alright, you three. Start making some fire! Start you on it. Go. And then here. Oop. Get those. That'll at least get us started over here. And then we'll get the farm field done. Then this will probably need, yeah, this will need 2 gardens. So we'll get that figured out later. Fishing hut can move up to here. Work on that pond. Minute 50 until we're done with the trade routes. Oh, and then let's already put this on avoid glades, because I'm just going to cut into these 2 areas for a while. We'll eventually cut into these 2 glades, but right now I really need to focus on getting this done. Getting things up and running. I do not have a whole lot of food right now. That is an issue, to be sure. 10 harpies need for jerky fulfilled. That's not terribly difficult. Loyalty events. Sending crates back is a loyalty event, so let's do that. Yeah, that's a loyalty event, so that's easy enough. Yeah, we're running a little roughshod on our food here. It did just become drizzle, so we are going to get these roots real quick, so that should hopefully tide us over. Should is the key word. And we are out of coal. We can use the sea marrow that we get from the trees. Alright, that is being cleansed, so that's good. Hey, we have a friend. Oh, that's really good. We already have the need for porridge, and now we're going to have a way to get even more porridge. That's fantastic. Let's see, 1240, so that'll be all that. And then what else could we get? We could get some oil. We need to sacrifice 20 oil anyway. So we could grab the 20 oil right now, throw it into the furnace. Is there anything we can sell for it, though? The herbs? Yeah, that works. Alright. Put the oil in the fire. Production speed goes up anyway while we do that, so that's good. Get that done. We get the packs of trade goods again. That's funny. That does get us planks, so it's not a terrible idea. We do need fabric for that. That's fine. Do you have fabric? You don't have fabric. Why am I even asking? We do need to get some. You are in my way. I need to get to this. We have algae, so we can make that into fabric, so let's do that. Okay, packs of provisions are done. Building materials and crops are still being taken care of. Building materials are probably going to be the last thing, unless I can grab more planks. The 870. Yeah, I just don't have anything worth selling right now. I could throw some parts at it, honestly. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. That would only get me 6 packs of building materials, though. Yeah, screw it. The sooner we get that done, the better. We're getting the building that'll allow us to make planks anyway, so might as well place that down to start that process. Alright, so we're at level 2. We don't even have enough population to get to level 3 yet, so we don't have to worry about that for a bit. This is almost purged. Okay, we got about 2 minutes left. I'll get us more amber too, which will be nice. good. We've sacrificed enough oil. Good, good, good. So that's done. We just need enough coal to sacrifice now, and we are out of coal. Hooray! Alright, what do we got coming in? Ooh, coats! It's not jerky, though. But it is more harpies, and we need more harpies. Let's grab that. They'll be happy for a bit while they use their coats. And then that'll fall off cliff. Cool. We still don't have a way to make luxury goods. I still have not gotten a building for that. So that's unfortunate. Let's see. I also am going to need a building for making coal at this point. I still have not found coal. The coal doesn't occur naturally here, if I remember correctly, so that's part of it. We do not need that anymore. And then pack of trade goods. These are our trade goods, so we can make those packs whenever we need them. So that's good. It also gives us a service good that we can put into packs of luxury goods. So beneficial there too. Okay, Plague of Darkness time. So super long storm here. Oops. Oh, I need it like right there. You two just kind of grab that. Alright, Leadenwick is done. So we can grab something new. Big fishing hut, maybe? Oh. Or I could wait for the amber so I can do a reroll. Yeah, let me wait. Let me wait and see what else we discover, too. Yeah, lizards are low, as usual. That happens every game I have lizards. Lizards I always have a problem with keeping happy. It is unfortunate. 11 tools. This gets me copper. Get the harpies started on that. Oh, this is done. Okay. So that's done. What's next? Reputation from events. Okay. Or trade routes. So either one of these is good. Not really going to do Mortal Blood. So we'll work on both of these. We're low on food. Shocker. Let me just grab the amber from that. Just so we have something we can spend money for on this reroll. See what we get. Still no luxury goods. We do have a source of jerky, though. Which we need jerky for the Harpy villagers. Also gives us incense and pottery. We're not going to have an issue with pottery. Oh, but we could get oil, though. I'm not farming any of that, so that actually isn't as beneficial as I thought it would be. Man, I need a coal production. Let me get the smokehouse. I haven't made the cookhouse yet, either. So let me do that real quick. That's a magic creepy eyeball. Okay. I've probably already made that joke. But it's just so funny. Smokehouse. Alright. So we got both of those placed, at least. This is going to get us more amber. This we can send off. Let's do that real quick. I can favor them safely, so I'm going to do that. I do not need 5 of you on this. I know it was 3, but felt like 5. Oh, I don't want these active right now. We're done with those, so... yeah, we need to be sending trade routes as often as we can. Which means we need to make as much provisions as we can. Oh, do I throw a small warehouse up here to collect stuff? I think I do, because I'm going to have a lot of... this is going to be a big hub over here with all this stuff open. My goodness, there's a lot of dangerous glade stuff up here. Yeah, I think that's going to be good to have in the long run. Ooh, 1% chance of an ancient tablet. That's pretty sick. Unfortunately, I do need the clay, so I do need this to be down here. What? Low on food? Shocker. Forger camp goes down here. Means we can do path up like this. There we go. Harpy resolve is now low. Coats must have run out. But the lizard resolve should fall slowly enough that we should survive it. I think we're good there. I'm going to start into there. This seal could be, or this second part of the seal could be a long one. Need to make sure that I'm getting progress toward that as much as I can. Alright, so we got the second warehouse built. We can get the second herb garden ready. Alright. Every 50 units of drizzle water stored. This is drizzle water, isn't it? It is. So that could be good. I don't have the planks for that right now. I am low on wood. So I might build another woodcutter's camp, honestly. I think that might be the move. Yeah, let's do that. Newcomers are 2 minutes. Okay. We will need a path this way. Start cutting into there so we can get that glade open and see what we can get. We do have the ability to still move these, so I'm gonna move do this. Let's move you. Oh, they can almost fit perfectly, honestly. The problem is the entrance here. Yeah, I don't want to mess with the entrance too much. So let's do that. 63 herbs. I heard you need herbs, so here's a bunch of herbs. Yeah, let's do it. I need to build 2 houses. 1 frog. And 1 standard. Alright, we got this open. Let's see what we've got here. We've got new people. I don't have the food for that. Let's see. That's loyalty right there. So let's do that real quick. And then that's a large cache. Okay. Yeah, we have literally nothing here. We are out of food. Uh-oh. Do have a trapper's camp that we can build, though, so let's do that real quick. And I just put one of you over here, so I'm going to move you. We'll put you over here on the destroyed caravan. This needs to be built as soon as possible, because we need food badly. This will get us our 2 dangerous glade events. It'll also get us our 2nd loyalty decision, our 2nd reputation point from loyalty. We do not have a way to make tools. Man, if we could pop this open, that would get us our jerky. That'd be nice. But we'll have to wait on that. We are also now low on fuel, officially. Cool. We're just doing great. No, honestly, all things considered, we're not doing terrible. It's a bit of a mess, but we are getting through it. I could use pipes to get this open. Yeah, they're starting to starve. How we looking on you? You will not have food. That's unfortunate. Man, they cut through that fast. Wow. Alright, we're going to have both of you avoid glades for the time being. Trying to get the smokehouse and the cookhouse built still. Herbs and water. We don't have a source of water currently, so that's unfortunate. We should have a lizard on it. Well, we lost a farmer, but we're back down to 1 hostility instead of 2, so that works, I suppose. Let's prioritize that real quick. Order. I don't have either of those. Oof. That's brutal. I'll take the charity fair, I guess. Try to get a market, but... also just not getting trade routes to send. Man, we are having a rough go of it here. We're out of food. We can't get anything going, it feels like. Losing harpies. Oh, right, I need to get a wizard on this. Let's take one off the makeshift post. That's not really doing much. And yeah, we need water. Focus on getting that done. We are at least getting planks made, so that will get done. And I believe we should have the resources to automate it. So that'll be good. What's our next plague? Dark Forest. Oh, good. Higher hostility. Just what we wanted. Cool. Oh, we got a trade route that we can do. Sure. That's food that we could use, though. That's the problem. Hey, alright. What do we got? Oh, we got a carpenter. That gets us luxury goods. Luxury good packs, which could be useful later. Still don't have a trade good pack, but I think that's well worth it for the tools. Alright. Good deal. Could go big fishing hut. Wait, maybe I do have a way to get trade goods. Do I have a way of making trade goods? Hold on. Maybe I do. I do. Okay. Okay, that gives me both then. Awesome. Dye would probably be the way to go, because I did just hit a big old thing of insects. So the tinctury could be good here. Yeah, we need the carpenter for the wood. Whoops. Whoa. Whoa. That's not the one I wanted. There we go. So that gets us there. Yeah, that'll work. And that'll also give us a way to make tools, which will help with popping these. You know, anything we can do at this point to help put this all together, honestly, is what we need to do. Yes. Yes. And yes. Alright, that is fully automated now. Nice. So we should not run out of water. We're way overstocked on herbs, so porridge should be good at this point. Like, we should have enough porridge to solve all our food issues. So from there, we should be able to start getting this ancient seal more you know, sealed. These are both on void glades for now. Housing's fully fulfilled, so we don't have to worry about swarms. Dark Forest. So, resolve is super low right now. But we have normal length storms, so we should be good. Hopefully. This is going to be a rough one. This is going to be a really rough one. Pottery seems good. Oh, the problem is if I bring newcomers in, I don't have the buildings for them yet. My housing is exact, I think. So let's get shelters built first. Then we'll invite the newcomers in. We have a couple of trade routes we can do. Which should be solved soon. Just need to get the porridge. Look at that. That is 48 porridge being made right now. Hell yeah. I'm gonna lose another harpy here. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and accept them in. There we go. Bam. Alright. So those are good. How are we looking on stuff here? We've got 8 workers that we can assign. Let's put you here, you here. The other herb garden up and running. There's another harpy here. Please be the builder. Oh, it's the farmer. Okay, I can replace the farmer, that's fine. Really, I should not have harpies as farmers, I think. I think I need to have the races as farmers here. Because they're going to be more resolute. I'm not going to lose them as easily when it comes to low resolve. Okay, so envoy, more metallurgic proficiency. I haven't been making any copper bars or crystallized dew yet is the problem, but at the same time that can very quickly start, so I think that might be the play. Okay, I can do that. You have tools, right? You don't. You're supposed to have tools. How dare you? No jerky. +2 resolve for comfortable. Another metallurgic proficiency. That's funny. +1 resolve for homes. Fuel consumption decrease. Everybody benefits from boots, so let me do that. I get that immediately. I mean, I could get building materials. It's not a terrible idea. Yeah, let's do that. Get some building materials. That way I can build things faster. We can get jerky going. And pottery. I don't have enough harpies. Hold on one second. Do you have anything? No, you don't. Okay. And this is tools. I already have a better source for planks, so this is literally just for tools here. We are full up on porridge. Nothing else to send. Okay. We don't need two of you here. So let's get you over here. I don't have a way to make either of these, do I? I have the stamping mill for the copper. Okay. Is that actually making copper? No, of course it's not. Yeah. That'll work. Okay, so that's going. This I should get fixed for the copper bars. If I can get pipes, that'd be good. Yeah, still nothing. Duh. The season hasn't changed, genius. Where am I getting these random goods from? What? I'm confused. Oh, right. I have the beacon tower I haven't built yet. Maybe I built that right now. Let's see. Beacon tower. There it is. It does not need to be built near the hearth, so I can just build it out here. Let's build it right next to the seal. What could possibly go wrong? Can end up pretty dire straits. Oh right, I'm using the herbs. I was like, what am I using for those herbs? Just all of the herbs. So many herbs. I think it's time to focus fire and get this cut down. We don't have enough people for that. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get herbs done, so let's get you assigned to this so that we can get the herbs or get the roots over to there as soon as they're ready. Yeah, I didn't get the beacon tower built. Oops. Well, we've got lizards sitting around doing nothing because there's so much porridge. I do need to sacrifice coal. Let me get that started. I guess I could have done that during the next plague. Oh my, that's gonna be brutal. Stonecutter's camp is empty again. Let's move you over here. Ah, I'm out of coal. Dang. Sure. I need 2 more houses. 1 Ferg. 1 standard. Oh my gosh, am I gonna get harpy villagers done? Wow. Small fishing hut is useless. So let's get those parts back. Last orders. Trade goods. Okay. And packs of crops. Okay. That's doable. So Merkhold. We need these to be standing 2, right? Yeah, standing level 2. So Merkhold needs 16. That gets us to 15. So let's do that. Foxmere, I have nothing to send. Grimscar. I could send some leather to Grimscar. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And we have this built. So we can either get 30 meat or 40 grain. Production. Low resolve is slower. Trade routes are faster. Hostility increased by 100. Resistance to corruption plus 1500. Scouts work 50% faster on glades. Alright, there's our routes. Let's get that going. Get these 2 back on the cookhouse. Get the smokehouse going too. Yeah, it'll work for now. Just need the harpies to stay and we're good. Wow, I only have 26 farm fields? That's crazy. Oh, they're not going to make it through, are they? Oh, they're avoiding glades anyway. Oops. Oh, okay. Guess we'll get it next season. Yay. Cool. None of those are good. They're all bad. They are all terrible. Bummer. I do have the production building, the tinctury for ale and wine, so, I mean, all things considered, I could just grab the tavern here. We can slap that down over here. Get this closer to level 3. Oh wow, we have full copper bars. Nice. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. I will do this. Make them leave slower. At the very least, that should keep us from losing 2 harpies. I should only lose 1 this season. Scrolls. The Grim Scar. That could be useful. That'll get Merkhold taken care of. Oh, that's just free. That's really good. Man, everyone's distracted. This is not good. I don't have any booze. We get the tincture built. Let's go ahead and do that. Anything else I've forgotten to build? No, I think we're all good. We have mushrooms and no fishing. Okay, so yeah, we're pretty solid. We might not lose a harpy. Oh, that'd be pretty sick. I have run out of building space. Okay, I'm gonna move one of these over here and start working on cutting down this area because we really need this stuff. Nice, that actually ended up working. How about that? Cut down all the trees. Because, yeah, we have no building space over here. Let's move this and this and this to at least open some immediate building space over here. Let's get our cornerstone. Survivorship bonding would be pretty funny. Yeah, you know what? Let's get it. Okay. So now we can build over here. Let's get a frog house. Let's get a couple shelters in place. Actually, let me make a big shelter. That's not what I wanted. In, please. There we go. Okay. Get a big shelter started. How are we doing on tools? 15. I think that's what I have the limits. No, I have the limit set at 16. Then why am I not making tools? Why are you not making tools? There's it. Okay. I was like, what? Why am I not making tools? Yeah, let's send you two to do that. This has now been popped open. That is a fish. I can purify it? A deep pond. But I need a big fishing hut. Or I beat it to death. And get some reputation. It's funny. No, I mean, we purify it. And this is a big fishing hut, so there we go. That solves the fishing hut problem. And then we've got more farming field here. This can get popped open later. Yeah. We're doing okay. We are managing currently. Smokehouse making pottery. It is We have roots as well, so ale is set. Don't really have a good way to make wine, but that's okay. We also don't have a limit on ale. Whoops. So let's do that real quick. There we go. Global limit on ale is set. I mean, copper, I guess. We kind of need the copper, but I don't know. Anyway, you do that. All right, that gets us to our 40 farm fields, so we can start making packs of crops again. We need 30 packs of crops. Wow. Sure. What do we got here? 63 leather. Wow. Sure. We need more peoples. Nope. That. That'll get us 5. This will get us the other 3. So that'll be good. Packs of crops are going to take forever. Don't know how useful they're going to be completely honest. Grimscar we have at 1.5. So if we can get Grimscar taken care of, that'd be great. We don't have enough to do that. Let's grab that so we can get Foxmere on the way to 1. Yep, that's getting popped open, so we'll get another point towards Blood of the Stag for that. Grimscar's not really going to be useful here, unfortunately. Okay, so this goes right here, and we double up on fishing area because mother of God, that's huge. Up, and up, and beep, boop, bop. There we go. And we do have a large trapper's camp, so we can get this meat later. I don't need this little square thing that I made. Okay, what do we got here? We've got ale and we've got wine. That's nice. We got boots. You don't have any coal. Tea infuser. I can make the clearance longer. That's interesting. Woodcutters move faster. I mean, more pipes wouldn't be a bad idea. Just grab a few pipes. I have enough building materials. I could use the planks though, so let's do that. Yeah, that'll work. And then for the pipes, let's pop this so we can get that copper ore. Yeah, let's do that. Can I still get the... Yeah, let's get the longer clearance because that'll help me harvest my farms. Can't back that up, so we'll just do this. That still covers it all, right? Yeah, close enough. Alright, you're getting purified. That's good. Let's get lizards on this farm, and then this farm. Do we have all lizards on farms? Lizards and frogs, yes. So farm should be good. This is done. Good. Standing level Let's see, Smoldering City, no. We don't want to do that. Let's see, Foxmere. That gets us another 6. So that gets us a 9. Okay. Tools are progressing. Once this is out of the way, we'll build the path out this way and then start cutting this one down. Actually, you know what? Let's start doing that anyway. Start cutting this down. There we go. Path is out of the way, or stuff is out of the way, so we can make the path. This is still being taken care of, but it'll be done by the time this is open. It'll be done in more than enough time before that's open. Yeah, this is a problem. How are we low on food? What happened to our porridge production? No one's working on porridge. Everybody took a break. Alright, cool. Thanks, guys. We're good there. Excuse me. No. No. No bags of crops. Thought I made that clear already. Oh, that'll also grab these. Nice. That's actually really helpful. Cool. We are managing. It's not great. I wish I was getting this done faster. I really do. Honestly, I'd like for this to be done already, but unfortunately we just don't have that luxury right now. Grimscar. We just got porridge for everybody, and now I might send half of it away because Grimscar. Yes. I need to get this done. What's our next malady? Plague of snakes. Oh, good. More lowered resolve. Cool. We might be ringing the bell again. Honestly, the supplies aren't massive. I'm just going to leave the woodcutters doing their things. I don't think either of them will get... Well, this one definitely won't get to a glade because it's not set up to. I don't think they're going to get to the glade before the end of the storm, so... not worried about it. Hopefully Golden Blood will be done soon. We're at 7 tools. What are you doing on tools made? We've got, it looks like 4 in there, so that should be set. I might force that. Yeah, let's force that so that we can get this undone. Yeah, I mean, that was my choice. I did that on purpose. How's our trader? Oh, Farloff is coming. Okay. Farloff will have some useful stuff, I think. So, we should be good there. I'm a little worried about food for this upcoming... We're gonna get hit hard here. $72 grain's not terrible, but I'm gonna wait on the newcomers. I'm also going to switch to... Yeah, let me switch to a Harpy Firekeeper. And let me go ahead and activate the Song of Hope to keep people here longer. We don't need newcomers at the rate that we had been. We have enough people here now. So slowing that down should help us along. Alright, Smoldering City, Grimscar. This is heading to Grimscar. That'll get it to 17. So that would finish Grimscar. For sure. Foxmere, we're not really close to getting done, but that will at least have one here shortly, so that's good. We have the big meat that we can rely on later. Do we have any more coal? No, we don't have any more coal. That'd be nice to get some coal on our next trade, so I can get sacrificing done. That would be nice. Alright, Grimscar is at 17, so yeah, that'll be done. Next, trade route finished. Harpy might still not be good enough. Okay, they're getting food out. Good. This was an inspired decision. I'm glad I got that warehouse there. Not exactly sure what tipped my brain off to be like, hey, do this. But it's working out real well. So I appreciate that I did that. I pat myself on the back for that one. That was quite beneficial. Let's see, get another one on the tinctury. One on the makeshift post. 2 here on the carpenter. Get one of you in the one of you in the forger's camp. Crude workstation, woodcutter's camp. That woodcutter's camp has been working on 2 this whole time. Good going, me. Let's grab you. Let's make it easy on me here to build the housing. Tuck the big shelter in behind there. Okay. I don't have a grain production, or that'd be pretty good. Trade route's faster. I'll take that. That's actually huge. I still don't have anything good for Foxmere. That's unfortunate. I could blitz Smoldering City. Let's do that. Anything I can do to get this done. Alright, so Grimscar's done. Good. Still don't have a market. If I could get a blueprint for a market, that'd be pretty sick. Probably not gonna happen though. We're still making packs of crops. Somehow. We have it set up to go to 30, right? Yeah, we do. Okay. I think the longer clearance is actually helping, which is good. Oh yeah, the Finders Keepers, the 5 random packs of goods. I forgot about that. I was like, what is that bonus that keeps popping up out of nowhere? It's the drizzle bonus, the Finders Keepers. Okay. So that's more amber from there. This is done. Nice. Excellent. Appreciate that. Not enough room there for now, but I'm not worried about that. We got our copper down here too. How are we doing on copper? Doing okay. I mean, we're living basically off the copper that we're getting from the clay nodes, I think. It would not be a bad idea to get a mine started, though. If I can. Just gotta find a place to put one. There's a good one. That's a fantastic one, actually. No, let's get lizards on this. There we go. That'll get us started. Still nothing for either of those. I gotta wait till next season, so. We could be done with Golden Blood here soon, so that's good. I love how it's like, oh, you're low on food, and then suddenly my lizards pop out of the cookhouse with 800 things of porridge. Keep clicking on that to check on it, and it's not getting done any faster. We are full up on planks. Nice. That's big, actually. Oh yeah, packs of trade goods I can use pottery for. That's good. Do I have... Right, the carpenter is the luxury goods. I mean, I have a way to make scrolls. Kinda. I just need dye or wine, but I have the tincture, so I can make either. The dye would be the easier one, obviously. Where is the tincture? There it is. I guess he's the copper? Alright, what do we got here? Foxmere. We need 11. Dang it. What about Smoldering City? We're gonna get 20. So I'll put it at 24 out of 30. So we would need 6. That should do it. Yeah, that should do it, actually. That's funny. Just blitz the Smoldering City tier or reputation 2. That's not how that was supposed to work, but we take those. How are we doing on this? I mean, I could get this done. Build a fountain. Build a garden, and build 2 parks. And that would get this done. Because it already has the service building. Yeah, that's hilarious. I can't believe we're gonna blitz that. I mean, we take it, right? That's what you gotta do sometimes. Sure. Let's do that, and then that. There we go. So now this has a ton of copper ore in it. So that'll work. Alright, what do you got? Faster building construction would be nice. Not gonna lie. I mean, none of these really jump out at me. Yeah, none of these are super helpful. I did just spend a bunch of those, so let's do that. Yeah, other than that, I'll just hang on to what I got. Man, I might need to build another warehouse. As much as I've got going on. There it is. So that's 3 at standing level 2. Oh, we're almost at the 80 amber. That's crazy. What can I sell? I could sell tools, actually. I have a lot of tools. There we go. There's the amber. So that's done already. 2 Forbidden Glade events within 20 minutes of each other? I mean, yes. I do need to open up 2 Forbidden Glades, but that's actually really doable. Okay, so you're done over here. You're not opening that. You're coming over here. You're opening this glade here. And then I do still need this woodcutter over here, so we'll keep that going. Do I have... I do not have more coal to sacrifice. Alright, what do you got? Oh. Yeah, that's pretty good. More herb garden production? Yes, please. Oh my gosh, my cat is so upset. You know what? I am going to raise the porridge limit to 50. Just so we can get more porridge stocked up. I'm almost done with the packs of crops over here. That's pretty good. And the other 2 of these, resolve is going to be really, really tough. 20 blight rot cysts in 1 year. I'm just not producing blight rot cysts, so yeah, I think this is the way to go. Let's have you avoid glades for now. Wow. I can't believe I got that. Okay. Let's pause really quick. After doing that, I no longer need to do packs of crops. Let's stop that. This... I still don't have a market. This does get me crystallized dew, though, which I've been waiting on. So let's do that. Perfect. We'll get harpies on that. Crystallized dew, which is herbs, clay, and water. Like, one of the best things that you can have. It's also a better way for me to make wine. So we'll get that started too. Anything, let's see, tools I already have crystallized do selected, so that's good. Yeah. Yes. I think we're good there. Smokehouse, we're still doing okay on. I'm actually going to switch that because we have a ton of sea marrow now. So let's start using sea marrow for our cooking. We're good there. Tincture doesn't need anything for cooking. Copper bars are already on sea marrow, so that's fine. And we are making scrolls slowly but surely. Okay. Alright, I think we're good there. So let's get started. Oh, I need houses. Uh-oh. Frog house. Oh. Interesting. I could search the lower deck. Yeah, I mean that's the thing to do here. Let's go with that. Let's get 2 trade routes going just to mitigate that damage. I don't need the packs of building materials, so I can just send those. Yeah, you're still avoiding glades, that's fine. I have 62 villagers. Oh my god. I have way too many people. Losing a couple harpies might not be a bad thing, honestly. Oh, this forger's camp is done. Okay. Stonecutter's camp is not. We have more than enough clay to cut down. Doing okay. Just lost a couple builders, that's fine. Alright, so fell all trees. Two amber for every 20 sea marrow? Sure. Oh, man. Still no coal. Alright, let's get you started up here. A bit crowded up here, but that's okay. Let's have you avoid glades for the time being while they still work on their stuff. This is still going. I'm at hostility 7 just because of how many villagers I have. Okay, so let's get a frog house. Get another shelter. I will need to start replacing shelters with big shelters at this rate, because this is insane. $180 scales. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of resources. I could definitely use that. Gosh, do I do more woodcutters? I kind of think I do. Let's just send you back. I don't need more people. I have way too many as it is. Okay, let's get you going over here. And again, avoid glades for the time being. I need both of them to get to the point where they are ready to cut into the glade proper before I allow them to. Oh man. There was one little bit of roots. Just one. Get rid of that one. You know what? No, we're gonna gamble. Cut them down. Mark trees only. Let's go. How? How is that even happening? Oh, porridge. Porridge and luxury both. That's crazy. With everything that I'm having to deal with, the frogs are at maximum. That's wild. Alright, there we go. So, this is the Forbidden Glade event here. So let's get you started on that. So that's one Forbidden Glade event. And the other one needs to get done in 20 minutes. That's another tinctury. As cool as that is, I do not need it. Everybody's here building the path all of a sudden. It's the fun thing about having like 800 builders is you mark a path to be built and then the path just appears. I'll re-roll that. Not that this really matters at this point. Hey, there's the market. Might as well get that built. Nice. And then, yeah, we just need to get to 50 amber, which this will do, so. all of this. 8 tools, 60 water, and a pot. Just one. You just need the one. Come on, guys. Get this cut down so we can get the second event started. Harpies benefit from tea. Huh. Cool. There it is. Okay. This event is the ancient burial site, so I can excavate it. Yeah, I don't have anything for calm the spirits anyway, so I should excavate it. Alright, and from that, we'll back these 2 up. We'll say avoid glades on both. Go. Ooh, a supplier. Ooh. That's a nifty building. Alright, he's got the pot. Here it goes. I only need 10 tools, so this should get started as soon as this guy gets there with the tools. Alright, they're both going. They're both going. This one's got 3.5 minutes. This one's got 3 minutes. So now, 50% faster. That should get me in 2 minutes to complete Forbidden Glade. 2 complete Forbidden Glade events. And a finished seal. Man, no joke, this would not have been possible had I not set up for porridge. The porridge was essential to getting this done. Because otherwise, I would have still been struggling for food. I honestly don't think this settlement would have survived without the porridge. That ended up being so important to the backbone of the food situation. Wildfire's done. Ancient burial site's done. Lead seal is sealed. Oh. That looked dire. That looked so dire for so long just because that food situation was so bad. Man. That was awesome. I am so glad I was able to claw that back thanks to the porridge. Oh. Leadenwick ended up being a perfect success. So we will take it. Alright. And with that, the lead seal is done. And we move on to the next cycle. I'll see you whenever.